Audrey Allison, and this is your November 2014 forecast for the month. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for tuning in and for subscribing and for liking and sharing these posts. Let's get into it. On the 6th of November, we have our full moon at 14 degrees Taurus. Taurus for you, Aries, is your second house. It's the sign next to you, so that governs your money. And this forecast applies to Aries and Aries ascendant, so your sun sign and your rising sign. Now, having a full moon, which is bringing an awareness and an illumination in this money house sector for you, means you are very much aware of what money's coming in and what money's going out at this time. Also, there could be a part of your budget that comes to an ending, or a part of your earnings that phases out on the full moon, because full moons do bring an ending, bringing it full so things can be seen that are unseen, and then closing that chapter. And then the new moon will pick up in an area of your sector. But the full moon is about your second house. This is your resources. It's also your self-worth and your self-value. So, Aries, you might really do some internal investigating around the time of the 6th of November. On the 8th, we have our Mercury transit. He'll move into Scorpio. This is also another money sector for you. So this is your 8th house. Your finances are brightened and illuminated in November. So you'll be more in tune with your spending. And the 8th house is also shared resources, the sharing of funds with other people. It's also inheritances. Mercury is the messenger planet. So he's bringing information and even possibly contracts and negotiations and learning and writing and studying in the 8th house. A lot of you could be actually going over a will or documents regarding the passing of someone, inheritance, 8th house, resources, properties, taxes, estates, the handling of other people's property. And with Mercury there, he loves details because Mercury governs Gemini and Virgo. So he brings a lot of communication with him wherever he is, and the analysis and details of now your 8th house sector. Scorpio, governing your 8th, is the house of sex and death, but it's a rebirth. So there's a newness starting here. I think Aries might be coming to resources could be coming to an end in some way on the full moon, and then picked up somehow with Mercury there on the 8th through all of November until the 27th, where he transits again into Sagittarius. So your money is highlighted in the top half of the month. There will be some changes there, but also new information or news coming in regarding the 8th house of shared resources. On the 16th, Neptune goes direct finally. Neptune's been stationed in Pisces along with an asteroid named Chiron, who also goes direct on the 23rd in Pisces. Both of them have been there. This is your 12th house. They've both been retrograde. So your 12th house is ruled by Pisces. This is your psychic ability, your intuition. It's a very quiet spiritual house. So with Neptune direct there, that's a very delusional planet, and Neptune governs Pisces. And Chiron actually fits very well in Pisces because Chiron is the wounded healer, and Pisces is a very intuitive sign, but feels things empathically due to the water, but also the intuition of that sign. So having both this nebulous planet of Neptune and the asteroid Chiron direct in your 12th, you could be a little disillusioned, but your dreams could pick up in the 12th. You know, Neptune is dreamy and magical and Chiron wants us to heal. So there could be something healing through dreams, dream interpretation, healing through sleep, through premonition. On the 16th as well, Venus transits into Sagittarius. And this is a very good month for Aries and Aries rising because of the second half of the month having so much influence in the sign of Sagittarius, which is a sister fire sign to you. This will trine you. Anything that happens in Aries or Sagittarius is good for Aries. And also Jupiter stationed in Leo, another fire sign, is good for you as well. Trining Uranus, the grand fire trine that we have going. Mars is in Sagittarius this month as well, so there's a lot of action between this grand fire trine that you're right a part of, Aries, because Uranus, the planet of shock and surprise, is still stationed with you. And he is triggering Jupiter in Leo and Mars in Sagittarius. But now the Sun and Venus on the 16th goes into Sag, which is your 9th house. On the 22nd, the Sun enters Sagittarius like he does every year in this 9th house. And the new moon on the 22nd is at 0 degrees Sagittarius in your 9th house. A 0-degree new moon initiates something. New moons initiate something in general because it's the newness. But at 0 degrees, this is a fresh start in your house of higher education, in your house of faraway travel, the 9th house of religion and philosophy. It's going deep. The 9th house is foreign cultures, but also going abroad, expanding the mind, expanding the horizons is the 9th house. And to have this newness there at 0 degrees Sagittarius, the new moon, something's triggering there for you, a brand new start. Could be a trip now that Mercury is direct. You could be traveling at that time. Oh, and that's also the week of Thanksgiving, isn't it? Or is it the next week? Yeah, I think it's the 27th. But either way, traveling abroad or traveling the distance would make sense around that time. Now, on the 27th, Mercury makes another shift into Sagittarius. So you'll have all these planets conjunct. Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars conjunct in your 9th house. So Mars is action and this, and energy, and Mercury's communication and information. The Sun is everything, is the God and the life force himself. So the 9th house for you is going to be very active in the second half of November. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you were taking extra courses or going back to school. Aries might be inspired suddenly to do so because of Uranus stationed in your first house of self. I'd like to pull the cards for you as well and see what comes up. My favorite part of this, it normally tends to be the readings where I can just channel information and it's not about the memory as much. So let's see what the cards have in store for you. And as well, I read all through the week. I have a bit of good news to share as well. I quit my day job. So I am full-time representing the astrology and tarot in this business, Audrey, Alison, Astrology and Tarot. So that's kind of what I wanted to mention last month, but I hadn't given notice yet, so I couldn't blurt it out online. But first, let's get to the cards, and if you'd like to read with me, you can always find me at audreyallison.com. Aries, what's in store for November? 2 of Cups, love, marriage, support, relationship. Evenly distributed energy from one partner to the next. The equal amount of water, and the cups is water, but it's emotion. It's love. The equal flow of love from one partner to the next. The 4 of Cups, more cup cards. Something's on hold, a little stuck. Not moving just quite yet. I'll get to the summation in a minute. The 2 of Swords. Also a card of a standstill, a duel, a debate. And also we have the Ace of Wands, a passion, the initiation of something new, and also the 6 of Coins came up. And that is shared resources, the 8th house, which is triggered for you. And this is the new moon. And Sagittarius, the fire. Fire is Sag. The Ace is initiating something in the tarot, the start of something new passion, new goal. Okay. I actually think these are related. There's a situation going on with a relationship that you're in or you're trying to obtain that isn't moving forward right now. This is okay. This is not a huge relationship month for you. Your 5th house of romance and your 7th house of partnerships aren't activated. So it's about focusing on your money and maybe putting this love on hold for now, and to focus your passions on your earnings and what someone is willing to give you as far as the 8th house of shared resources. This is also inheritances and loans. It's the 8th house of taxes, estates, wills, inheritance, property, a helping hand. And I really feel like they're giving me timelines with these cards. So from the 22nd on, you have a new focus. You know, this new moon at 0 degrees Sag in, you know, trining Uranus in Aries could bring on a sudden inspiration, a surprise that you didn't think you could really accomplish. You might have doubted something, some creative skill or ability or talent that you really do innately have, Aries, that you could draw upon for resources. You could call upon it for your own earnings in the 2nd house in the beginning of the month. But there's something that you've overlooked, and I think it has to do with self-esteem. I think that you can do what it is you wanted to do a few months ago, is what I'm getting. This is going to apply to a few of you, maybe not all of you, but there are some Aries out there that might be second-guessing themselves due to Uranus in your 1st house of self, which is triggering a roller coaster ride. You know, you might really feel like you could handle something one day, and then Uranus takes you on another angle, and you might be pulled further away from a passion or a dream that you want to achieve. I say go for it. Okay, the cards say go for it. And around the time of the new moon, the 22nd, when the sun enters Sag, on the same day as the new moon at 0 degrees Sag, you'll have Venus there and Mars, the male and the female planets. You know, that energy is very unique to have everyone there. There's a party in your 9th house, so you could actually do something online or abroad, because the 9th house, you know, is higher technologies, and you could start an online venture that with a skill or a talent that you didn't believe in yourself that you had, is strongly what I'm picking up. Don't worry too much about love this month, Aries. December is your love month, but this, you know, can be put on hold for a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed that reading. My name is Audrey Alison, and I'm wishing you a beautiful November, and have a sweet day. Bye.